Sunday evening here in Lagos, Nigeria, and we are live here at Civic Center, Victoria Island, Lagos, for the book launch of A Toast to Life, brought to you by Juliet Ibrahim. It's a night of glitz and glamour as we have top celebrities in attendance, and you know how we do it. When your girl is here, I bring you the juice back to back. Keep it locked right here so you don't miss out on anything. I remain your girl, Okpeyemi, reporting for Broadway TV. Hatia. Stars do. Oh yeah, like you do. Like you do. Oh, yeah. Good evening, Jayemi. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Feeling great.
You look all put together. Like, what inspired your choice of color?
I just wanted to be fine, you know, because I know if you come to a red carpet like this with Juliet Ibrahim and all these fine people, you have to bring your game, you know. So I said, today, let's put in a little bit of effort. Yeah.
You look put together. You look really nice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so we are here because of Juliet Ibrahim, and we all understand how it feels like for a celebrity to put together a life in a book. And that takes great effort. What would you like to say to Juliet Ibrahim?
Juliet, you're brave. To have the strength to be this vulnerable, to talk about your life, your situation, circumstances, whatever adversities you might have gone through. It's a really brave thing. It shows that you have strength that is even more than your years, because she's pretty young. But more importantly, what I know for a fact is that this is a story about survival. Because we see where she is today. So no matter what it was that she went through in her book, she survived. And she's a success. And I think anybody out there who's in a position where they need hope, you know, these are the sort of stories that they need to hear, you know, that if she could have done this and gone through this and survived, then I can do the same thing, man or woman.
Hey, hush, baby. What do you know? What do you know? Yeah. How do you feel this evening? Oh yeah, show them. I'll start do. Like you do. Good evening, hush, baby. How are you doing?
You good?
How do you feel this evening?
I'm happy because my friend Juliet is, you know, doing something extra from the regular thing that we know. So we're here to, you know, be part of this, see it and experience it and, you know, support. That's why we're here.
That's very hard. Let it heal. Those are the words of Juliet Ibrahim in her new book, A Toast to Life. And she is the reason we all are gathered here. How do you feel this evening?
I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling good.
Show them how stars do.
Yes.
Like you do. I'm really excited for you. I'm really excited. Congratulations on your book launch. I would like to ask what inspired you, because we all know how difficult it could be for a celebrity, a top celebrity like you, to put our life together in a book and be willing to share it. What inspired you?
So many things inspired me, but there's one thing I spoke about in the book that actually made me to sit down and think was like, after this experience, if I don't do a movie about my life, you know, I need to do a book. Something that will actually document my journey, how far I've come, how far I've gotten. Because, you know, funny thing, I live my life as if I've not achieved anything. I'm just like an easygoing girl, simple girl. People will say, we are so celebrated. I'm like, what have I done? But I realized that I've actually inspired so many people and I've done so much. I've come a very long way, but people don't know. And I myself haven't sat down to actually think and count it, that I've actually come this far. Since when I was writing, then I realized that I've actually done a whole lot. Like some people would have given up a long time ago and just like, you know what, I can't, let me just go and start armed robbery or something. Yeah, because I've suffered. Trust me, I've suffered. So I had to just put it in the book and just let people into my world and understand my space, how I've been able to mold myself into this person I am today and use all my bad experiences, all my good experiences to be someone better. Yeah.
Yes, so how do you feel this evening?
Man, I feel super dope, perfectly well.
You look good, by the way.
Thank you.
Can you just like smile, just a little smile?
Why? But you guys know comedians don't smile.
Why?
Do you understand? Okay.
Is there a comedian code that says don't smile?
Let me leave that seat of a comedian and being an actor.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Oh shit.
What up, people? With me here is Pretty Mike himself, and look at him in all his glory. All hail Pretty Mike. How do you feel this evening?
Well, I mean, I feel awesome. I mean, it's a great night. I'm happy for Juliet. You know, she's an awesome person, and she's come a long way. And I appreciate the fact that she had to put her life history on a book for us all to read.
What would you like to say about Juliet Ibrahim as a person?
Well, first of all, she's great people. She's wonderful people. I've known her for a while. And when she told me, you know, to come back, because I was just coming from a TV show that I was on, so I just had to stop by to come show love to her, man. Yeah, she's like family. And when she told me she was dropping a book, I was like, man, I cannot wait to read that book, but I know you have a lot of G's in that book. Because women, they get information from inside their belly. So I'm very sure she has a lot of information in there that she wants to share. So yeah.
All right, guys. With me is the fashion icon himself, the ever delectable Noble Igwe. If you don't know him, I really do not know who you know. How are you feeling this evening?
I'm good. I came for the small chops, so.
Oh really?
Yes.
You are sure you didn't come to pepper us with all of this goodness?
No. Small chops always like, and I was thinking like if I dress well, maybe they give me more than one plate. So.
See, the way you look, you can go away with everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, so you are here for Juliet Ibrahim's book launch, yeah? And I know what it feels like for a person to put together all her life in a book. What would you like to say about Juliet Ibrahim?
I mean, I've known Juliet for some time on screen, but I've also known her personally for at least 5 years plus. And I'm happy to be here today. I'm glad that she's developed to be this person that she is, and I look forward to reading her book. It's not easy for you to chronicle your life in a book, and I'm happy and I look forward to reading it. The most important thing is for Juliet to make sure that she makes money from today and buy her book. It does not matter. People are going to have issues with the book. Whether some people are going to like it, some people are going to hate it. But the most important thing is to know that you've done it for yourself. And that should give you the satisfaction that you need. I'm talking to Juliet, and I wish her all the best with her life, with her career, and with everything that she's planned to do going forward.
Are here for Juliet Ibrahim's book launch, A Toast to Life, and we know what it takes for somebody to put our life together in a book. What would you like to say about Juliet Ibrahim and her courage for writing this book?
Well, basically, Juliet is a very close friend. When I mean close friend, I call her my partner in crime. You know? But the truth is that when she told me about this book some time ago, that was before her birthday. We're actually making plans for the birthday that last stroke this year before the election. And I was wondering how we should create the time, because I know how busy it is. You understand? Traveling from one country to the other, one state to the other, one job to the other, and all that. What time will you really have to sit down to come up with the creativity about the book? Though it's all about her life. So when I finally saw the book, that the book is that, I was like, no. Now I really believe when you say you are a go-getter. Though I believe, but now I double believe, you know. So the truth is that Juliet is an amazing person, a creative person, and she's a go-getter.
Yeah, and what would you like to say to we that do not know Juliet on a personal level? Like, what should we expect from the book, A Toast to Life?
Well, basically, it's her life so far. Being a very close friend to her, I know where Juliet is coming from. Do you understand? I can tell a bit of the journey so far. It's not been easy. It's been grace. Do you understand? From nothing to something. The all glowing Juliet people are saying today, if you need to read that book just to understand what it is. The book will encourage you. It will bring your hope back to life, and will make you understand that the tomorrow you are praying for is really, really bigger than today.
Fine. I'm so excited to be here today. I'm so excited. You know, Juliet is about to unveil a very personal story that, you know, a lot of people have never heard before. So today is a very important night.
And you know, you're not just coming to my event, but you are the You can't say no now. So I just said to myself, no wahala will come through. And you know, as much as it was a fun, intimate gathering, we also wanted to pass the message of the book. A very vulnerable, profound, and very insightful content. So there were times where people, even pretty much saying a film.
Even me, when I first saw the book, I was like, is this a movie or...
You see, Lady Banks, we had the opportunity of reading the book before anybody. When we read, we were not the same. I know you will get your own, don't worry, we'll read your own. We were not the same after it. So if you feel that you've known Juliet Ibrahim before, or what you make out of her on the media, this book will give you a different perception and different insights into the woman, the survivor, the powerful figure, and the icon and role model to young girls. Yes. You know what I'm talking about. The only woman whose instruments of confusion are forever standing, forever vigilant, and very formidable. The only woman, ladies and gentlemen, who is like a dictionary. She keeps adding meaning to our lives, and she's doing that tonight with a toast to life. Yes! Lady Bass, is that you? Stand up, stand up, stand up. Let them see your instruments of confusion too. That is a toast to life. Your Golden Globes are toasting to life. I see you, darling, I see you. Ladies and gentlemen, still on Juliet Ibrahim.
You're here to support me, and feel free when we're done, if you have questions and if you have goodwill messages as well, please feel free to do so. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, my personal person from day one, unshakable. His wealth of knowledge is next to none. And then can I just add, he always puts a full stop at the top spots. Give it up from Charles Otuna!
Frequently. At first, I did not quite understand what he wanted from me. I only took his calls out of respect for him and the relationship he had with my family. He would call and ask me about my life, what I wanted to do when I grew up, and all that. It was not long before he began to wire money to me. I still did not figure out what he wanted until he asked me to marry him. Nothing prepared me for when he asked the question out of the blue. His proposal was more of an offer, so I took time to think about it. If I married him, I had a chance of going to America, getting a green card and getting better opportunities to support my family. It was such a tempting offer. At that time, moving to America was a big deal. Every other day, one friend or relative would relocate to America and they would send us photos of themselves in fancy places, especially during winter. It was one of such pictures that further piqued my interest in modeling when I was younger. My cousin Nina was a model in America when I was a teenager. She was married and had a child. Her photos made those girls I fancied in magazines real. Because I knew her, I could imagine those models had families and little cousins like me. So at 18, I was faced with the choice of moving to America to marry a 42-year-old man or staying in Ghana to pursue a career I did not know I would succeed in. Thank you.
2. And the last digit is 3.
we always make a landmark and is the center of attraction. Ladies and gentlemen, help me bring my friend, my brother on stage to be the first to launch this book on stage. He's the only person on social media that had the whole Lagos to his name. Please give it up for Pretty Mike. Lagos.
Yes!
Pretty Mike!
Nominated for eviction tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have Pretty Mike, Pretty Mike, and Pretty Mike. Only Pretty Mike.
Get to support her physically, emotionally, and financially. And I'd like to do that with a sum of 500,000.
Make some noise for Pretty Mike!
You see, when big men, Pretty Mike stand constantly. When big men like us, they talk.
John Lee.
Eh?
John Lee.
You see the reason why I call her? Please put your hands together for Pretty Mike, please. Ask me. Sorry, Nick.
I think readers are leaders. And, you know, I've learned a lot of things through reading. And I would like, I think I want about maybe 500 pieces of this book to be taken to different universities around the states of Nigeria, so we can educate all the women on all our young women coming up on what it means to be a true woman. So 500 pieces of the book, copies of the book, which type of 500. Thank you.
Lady Bass, oh yeah. My hype girl, oh yeah. Let me bless the microphone on the Golden Globes. A toast to life. A toast to life. You will give him the microphone. Oh, yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kabiru Rabiu. Congrats, Juliet. I mean, it's amazing what you've done. You're a great friend. I'd like to buy 50 pieces, copies of this book at the cost of 100,000.
Please put your hands together.